Welcome! In this installment of the March Songwriting Madness Challenge, we're going to talk about major and minor tonalities, how to use them, and give you some ideas for what can be in your new song. I have briefly in another video talked about what makes a major and minor tonality, and you can check that out if you really are curious. But if I were to distill it down to the very, very most basic ideas, I would say that if you're in a major key, your 1 chord, your 4 chord, or your subdominant, and your 5 chord are all going to be major. And if you're in a minor key, your 1 chord and your 4 chord are going to be minor. And your 5 chord is always going to be major. And if you're thinking about key signatures, this is important to know because in the key of C minor, you do have a B flat, an E flat, and an A flat. But your dominant major chord is going to be a G major chord, which has a B natural in it. You're raising the leading tone to create a pull up to C. It's a half step up to the tonic to resolve. If you were to keep it flat and not raise it, it would be a totally different kind of sound, a really cool sound, but it's going to be a different video. So I suggest just waiting for it and use the chords that I give you today. I talked about 1, 4, and 5 chords, and I'm just going to go through a couple examples of those. If you find a pattern of those that you like, or a key that you like, or there's 3 chords that you know and like a bunch of keys that you don't know, then just find one that you know. Just starting with C major, our 1 chord is C, our 4 chord is F, our 5/7 is G7, and our 1 chord is C. You don't have to use a 5/7 if you don't want to, but a 5/7 is going to create that pull going back to 1. So if you want to create a moment of suspense, the 5/7 chord is the place to do it. Moving on to G major, we've got G major 1, 4 is C, 5/7 is D7, and 1 is G. That was easy. Going on to D. 1 is D, 4 is G, 5/7 is A7, and then back to 1. Going on to A, 1 is A, 4 is D, 5/7 is E7, and 1 is A. And then moving down the circle of fifths, going to E, 1 is E, 4 is A, 5/7 is B7, and then we go back to E. And for me, those are all the chords that I can comfortably play on the ukulele. I know I have a very limited catalog of chords. Wow, that's a problem. If we want to give our music a different flavor, we're going to put it in a minor key. I'm going to start with D minor. The minor 4 is going to be G minor, and then D minor, A7, and D minor. If we go into A minor, which is our relative to C major, it will go A minor, D minor, A minor, E7, and A minor. If we want to go to E minor, we'll start with E minor, and then A minor, E minor, and then our 5/7 is B7. Hopefully you have a grasp of what is going to be easiest on your instrument, or what is going to be appropriate for your level on your instrument right now. Here is the challenge. If you are fairly new to songwriting, I want you to take either a major key or a minor key, pick one, use the 1, 4, and 5/7 chords on what is appropriate. We're just getting used to choosing chords. So the challenge for you is going to be, when do you put 1, when do you put 4, and when do you put 5/7? And that'll be it. If you are a more seasoned songwriter and you want to try something different, here is what I suggest. I suggest you think of a subject matter that you would normally put in a major key or a minor key and switch it somehow. So maybe you'll think of something kind of sad and you'll put it in a major key, or maybe you'll think about something that's more peaceful and you'll write it in a minor key. See what you can do with the tonality. I don't know, that can get the listener thinking a little bit and kind of keep them on their toes. So I hope that was helpful. Please do, if you write this song, leave a link. If you have not yet joined my March Songwriting Madness Challenge, please go to the Google Classroom and join us so that we can give each other feedback directly. It's not too late to join. You don't have to do any of the things on a certain time frame. It's just very, very casual and very chill. I want it to be that way. I want you to create your own challenge because songwriting is such a subjective experience and it's different for everyone. Everyone has different things that challenge them. So let me know what you do with that. Let me know what was helpful for you, and I will see you next week. Until next time, stay mindful, stay musical, and stay out of trouble.